these will be the strings I use. These are 9 to 42, super slinky, made in USA, custom gauge, so it's 9, 11, 16, 24, 32, 42, and I like them strings. I could have had 8s, I suppose, and slash the cheese on them as we did nothing else with the guitar, but I went for these. Cool. Okay, well, you can see if you look careful at the video that the 6th string is pretty much spot on, and the other one's near enough spot on. It's near the edge at the bottom, but not that near, so I'm not too worried. If you need to adjust this, you can just slack the neck off, adjust it up or down a bit, right or left a bit, you know what I mean, and then just snip the screws back up. I might just have a quick go at that, we'll see. Oh, okay, there you go, that's slightly better. If you can see that, I'm not quite sure if we will, but I can. Because nearer the edge at the bottom on the 6th string, and on the top string it's about the same these days, so that was pretty cool. Let's move on. Next thing we want to do is to fit the rest of the strings. We want to check the height of the thing on the neck, the strings on the neck, you know, the relief, the rest, and then check the intonation, because you know, with it all being new, you've got to do that, and I'll cover how we do that a bit later. So for now, I'll fit the strings, check the heights and that sort of thing, and let's go from there. Okay, well, I've got the strings on, as you can see. I haven't done any real setup yet. What I really want to do is to check if this works, because if your electrics don't work, you're pulling it all off again. So your first job, once you get to this stage, irrespective of anything else, is make sure that all the electrics work. I've plugged this one in, and I don't hear anything until I turn it up. And there it is, out of the old Boss E-band. You can probably just about hear that. Check every one. And away you go. Let's just back that off. So that's the first test. The next thing, of course, is to spend a bit of time setting the thing up. Well, here I am with my cat hat and my new Strat. Cat Strat. Yeah, it's a cat Strat. Where do I get these from? Anyway, the thing about it is, there it is, complete. Absolutely amazing. I had a little bit of tuning to do, but not much. I had virtually no height adjustment to make, which means that Warmouth got it right, I think. And because this neck was fine on the last guitar, I just changed the body and little bits. So this one, it's quite cool. Well, what's the result like? Well, the result's quite nice. Can you hear it? Some nice tones in the pickups. Just for your information, it's just playing through an E-band. It's nothing special. So if it sounds as good through here, guess what? It's going to be great through a real amp. I'll do a demo of it later. What a great tone. That's fantastic. Back it down. Okay, well there it was. There's a couple of last things really to think about, and that's things like intonation, string height, things like that. It's all on the internet, so I'm not going to bore you with, showing you little rulers that I'm measuring 3/64ths for a string or something. That's ridiculous. You know how to measure that, and you're not an idiot, are you? No, you're not. No, it's your mate who's the idiot. Anyway, the point is, there's very little to do with this. You've got the intonation thing where you move the bridge backwards and forwards until the harmonics are the same as the press string, and things like that. It's all on the net. It's all very, very easy to do. If you've got this far, you've got a Strat, and probably got a Strat, actually, that's better than the Fender, the real Fender guitar. For a Strat like that, you'd be serious money in the custom shop. This one cost me probably, taking into account the bits that I already had from the other guitar, and I know what they cost me. This thing cost me about, today, in 2011, about £800, £750. You can't buy one of the cheap things for that, right? The cheap ones are not quite the same as this one. So what I'd say to you is, have a go. Don't be frightened of buying some components. I definitely recommend you get hold of a Fender neck rather than some of these other things. I mean, to be honest, I even think the Fender neck's better than the Warmoth thing. I had Warmoth necks before, and I wasn't too happy with them. So since that date, I've always bought Fender necks. In fact, my next project includes a Jeff Beck Fender neck, and that's because it's one of the best necks. It's whether it sounds and feels and looks great. So why not spend a bit of money on it, to get something you really need. So that's the completion of that one. I've just got the back plate to put on now. It plays, it works, it looks great. I've got a case for it. I've got everything that I need, and as I said, I'm really looking forward to the next project. Well, that next project, like I said, includes a Jeff Beck neck. I put standard things on this because it didn't come with any, and to be honest, I don't really care. It's got a roller nut. It's a fantastic neck, and it's a 62 style here, whereas on the one I just built, remember that that was like a 69. So that's the neck on the next project. But what's really good, let me just put that over there. What's going to be really good in my view is a completely, totally customized body, and trust me, that thing's an awful lot better than it even looks. I'm quite confident about that one. It cost a small fortune, right? So you're not going to go and buy one tomorrow unless you really want to do that and end up with something completely unique. It probably cost you £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 from the Fender custom shop just because it says Fender on, just because it's got a little V on the back. It doesn't wash, guys. It doesn't wash, that doesn't. It's still an expensive piece of kit, but it's probably a quarter of what the price you would pay from Fender. And you know what? I still have the Fender neck. I'll go and buy a Fender case. I've even got Fender pickups to that one as it happens. Not like the David White ones we spoke about on this model. So, it's an absolute wealth of things you can do with a Strat when you customize it yourself. I really recommend it. It's not my first one. I've built 3 or 4 historically, and I had a website called, well, I still have it, stratbuilder.com. And I'm going to update that website with the video you've just seen made, or the one you're watching now in fact. And I'm going to put the Mark II on there too. It'll be on TonyMckenzie.com. They'll both get a review. They'll both be looked at in depth. See if there's anything that I did get wrong, and I don't mind admitting it. I'm not up with you. I'm just an ordinary guy like you, just building a few components together, but in a good way. Probably in a better way than some of the real boys do it, from what I've seen. So there you have it, and don't forget, TonyMckenzie.com, there's reviews, everything you can think about, amps, pedals, you name it, it's all on there. I get thousands and thousands of hits for the reviews because they're always genuine reviews. I don't talk bullshit. Well, not unless I'm in a video here. But you can figure that one out yourself. And that's the final shot of the guitar in its case. I think most people would agree it's pretty much like a Strat. Some might not, especially Fender, but there you go. What do they know? They're biased. But don't worry, I've got all the Fender bits and pieces in here, so... And the rest of the Fender bits, look, it's all there. Yeah, fabulous. It must be very annoying, really. But that's life. That's what Leo wanted. He wanted you to build a guitar out of bits. If you wanted to, or swap the bits, or easily update it, or this, or this, or this. So there it goes. There's the last few. Hope you liked it. Strat one. Actually, this one's called Brown and Blue. Where's the blue? Actually, it's blues, it's when you play it. Okay, well here we are with, first of all, the guitar freshly built with the JTM 45, and you know, you get a good feel of the guitar, how it sounds. Bear in mind that this guitar has got regular standard pickups, absolutely no hum cancelling whatsoever, and you can hear that there's not much hum. There's a bit, there's not much, bearing in mind how loud it is.